Hello, we are group number 4. Our cell is the neuron, and
The participants are
Salcedo.
Ramirez,
And
Nicolas,
Vergara.
and Vergara.
We made the final question after conclusions between us, and it is how 10 milliliters of alcohol substance affects during 10 seconds the neuron.
That experiment we will do it later. Now we are going to explain like the theory part, and for the theory part, we are going to explain the same principles of theory.
Those cells grow in size or in number. For this, we are going to prove the seven. We are going to prove the 7 principles that are living organisms are made of cells. Cells is the basic unit of life. Cells occur from within cells. Heredity is from cell to cell. All cells have basic chemical composition. And so the cells grow in size or number. In size, they grow in both because when the conductivity of a person grows, it means that its cells grow in number because of the cell surface increased. Size because the cell is like a cycle. It grows, and when it's too old and grows too much, it dies.
Well, now we have the analogy that we made with complexity and the project. So the analogy is like the of complexity is like, for example, cytoplasm helps the organelles protecting them because from other substances like alcohol protect the organelles that we will see them in the experiment. But also the organelles do a very special function on the cell. That is, for example, the mitochondria gives energy for the cell. The nucleus gives orders for the other organelles so the cell can work better. The vacuoles storage food, water, and all what the cell receives from the surroundings of the cell that pass from phospholipids that are in the cell membrane. So as we can see, all is like complexity because all helps all. And for example, if cytoplasm helps organelles, organelles help cytoplasm, and it's all like complexity. We can see the analogy for our 3D model. So these that are like the cell walls and the cell membrane, there is this thing is like the walls of a house because they protect all what is inside. Like for example, the organelles or the cytoplasm. The organelles, for example, here the mitochondria is like what gives energy to the house, like the solar panels for a house, because what the mitochondria does is that it gives energy for all cell. The nucleus is like, for example, the people in the house because they organize all the cell and gives order, organize all the house and like keeps the house good. Then that's what the nucleus does. Also, what we can do an analogy with cell membrane is with the door because the door like keeps away bad people, but let's enter, for example, here proteins, carbohydrates that are entering to the cell that are good for the cell. For example, if you invite your cousin to your house, you let him pass. But if an unknown person knocks on your door, you don't let him pass. That is what the cell membrane does. The vacuoles storage all the proteins that enters to the house, and it's like a room because the room storage all the not storage like keeps the people that is in the house. So that's mostly like vacuole does, and that is the knowledge that we make.
Now we are going to proceed to explain how it was the procedure to create the 3D model. So first we planned in class of what the materials we were gonna use, the times, and all that stuff. Then we bought the materials needed for the experiment and start to creating and building the model of porcelain chrome. After creating this model and base, we made the jelly, and after we made the jelly, we had like a little trouble because it was a hole in it, so it peeled during the on the table. So it took time for fixing it and creating like another model for we can do the experiment. After this mistake, we planned it again, and then we did it again, and then made another jelly. We did it, and we made the organelles, each organelle, and carbohydrates and proteins. And at the end, we took the model to the cafeteria, or they can store it in the freezer, where it can stay cold and the jelly can stay. At the end, because of the problem, we needed to take a piece here of the neuron because it didn't work, and it was a waste of time for us.
And it was too heavy for the porcelain chrome to hold it.
So now we are going to present how we can see osmosis in our project.
So let's see, what is osmosis? Osmosis is the passive transport of water into the cell. And the cell is a lower concentration than outside. So to do this demonstration, we will use cold water and the jelly will absorb it, just as the cell will do.
We are going to proceed you to put the cold water to see osmosis in the cell. So now, in the real life, now we know it in the model. Now it will be the same particles of water in a high and low concentration.
So, as we can see here in the model, it is wet, but we have to wait some seconds until the jelly absorbs.
Here we are going to do the experiment, and remembering our question is what happens with 10 milliliters of alcohol in the cell neuron during 10 seconds. And we are going to represent the alcohol with hot water. So we are going to proceed to do the experiment. We are taking here the hot water in 10 milliliters. As you can see, it's 10 milliliters exactly. And we are going to proceed to do the experiment. Then as putting the hot water, we're going to count 10 seconds because that's what the question says. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So as you can see, the cytoplasm is a little damaged, especially in this part. You can move it a lot. So that's especially what an alcohol does to a neuron. Yeah. So here we are going to do the experiment of what happens with 10 milliliters of alcohol in a neuron. We will represent 10 milliliters of alcohol with hot water. So let's see what happens.
We put the alcohol, the hot water representing the alcohol substance. Here we see 10 milliliters.
We are going to proceed to do the experiment.
To see what happened.
there the hot water starts going on the cell, and we're gonna count 10 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So can we see the cytoplasm? It's a little bit damaged because the alcohol damaged the substance that is in the neuron. So that's the experiment we did.